Today I'm going to introduce you to a website called Livebinders.com. This is just like your very own 3-ring binder on the internet. And not only can you create 3-ring binders, I'm going to create binder, but you can search other people's already created 3-ring binders, just leading to a wealth of organized resources that you can use in your classroom or for a lot of different things. So the first thing you need to do is create an account. In order to set up a Livebinders account, you just come right up here. You go to livebinders.com and you come over here to sign up. Click on that and you just fill in some information. So pick your username, put in your email address, password. I didn't check either of these things here, but I would like to know when you're changing things or receive updates, because that just opens me up to junk mail. And then you click sign up. You don't have to confirm an email or anything, you can just sign right up. After you're signed up, all you have to do when you go to sign in is you come up here, put in your username, right there, JDone, it's already in there, and then you put in your password, and you log in. And that's how you set up and log into a Livebinders account. If you want to take a look through some of the featured binders, these are binders that other people have already created. They're organized by category. So here are some of the different categories. Animals, art, autos, vehicles. Of course, I'm most interested in education ones, and these come right up. A lot of them seem to come right up at first. I've already kind of stored some of them away. Let's just take a look at a sample binder. YouTube tools. Okay, so this is for education. You just click on the binder, and it talks about, so YouTube, why YouTube, safe viewing, and right up here you see there's some links. So these are links that you could use. QuietTube was one that we talked about in class to help your students view the videos that you choose on YouTube safely. Download YouTube videos. These are some different sites that you can use for that, and here it says keep in mind this is against YouTube terms of service. Other useful tools. So look at all these different tools that you can use with YouTube. I have this binder on a shelf. You can actually put it away on a shelf and go back and look at it later. There's some fun tubes, YouTube imitators. Okay, so things kind of like YouTube. And here's TeacherTube. We've talked about that a little bit. 47 alternatives, and this here is the link it's going to bring up down here. So you could actually just cut and paste to this and go to it in a different website, but look at all the different resources connected with just YouTube. Just to get back to the page we were on before, we click back, and let's say you really like that one, so you want to save it, and what you do is you just click options down here. Now you could either share it, show details, embed it, which means add it to your web page, add it to a shelf, make a copy, or present it. Well, I choose add it to a shelf because it's something that I want to go back and look at later, so I'm just going to add to a shelf, and then I take a look at my shelves. Here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different shelves so far, and I actually have a shelf that I created for YouTube. Now, if I didn't have that, I could just click Add to New Shelf. So I would click YouTube, and then I would click Add, and this binder already exists on YouTube because I already added it there. It gives you an option too. I could add it to more than one shelf. And when you add it to a shelf, you can give the shelf a name, description of the shelf, you can tag it so people could find the shelf. You can make it public so everyone can view that shelf, or just private for you and the people you choose. And I really like this because you can give it an access key. So maybe I just want only certain people to see it. I can give that shelf an access key myself, rather than it's just some random numbers and letters, you know, automatically generated. That's an example of a binder, an example of how to create a shelf, And you can take a look at my shelves. Go to my shelves, and you can sort different ways. Take a look up here. You can see all my different binders. So I made a literacy binder, and these are the things I have in it. Content literacy and the daily 5, which is something I use in my classroom. If I want to go back to those featured binders for a moment, you can take a look down through, and you see that there are actually like 30 different pages of featured binders. And they're just all really neat because it's so well organized and it's very easy to find the information. You can create your own binder. So you would create your own binder by typing the binder name. Let's just type one. Let's make a technology binder. Technology and description. Let's say technology in the elementary classroom. And then I'll tag it. Just let's see technology. Let's say Tanberg, because that's the type of technology I use. And I may come up with other things that I want to tag it with. I'll put it in education. And I can go back and add those tags in later. It's going to be private to me at first because I haven't done anything with it yet. And I'm just going to make the access key Tanberg for this. And use Google search to fill a binder. No, because I want to fill it with my own material. I'm going to create a new binder called technology, and you can see I get my own link right up here. This link is going to link to that binder, and come up here I can give the tabs a name. So maybe I want to just call this technology in the classroom. Okay, and then maybe tab 2 I want to call it my Tanberg. And you see I'm just clicking on it and typing it right in. It's the ease of use is really incredible. And let's see, this is a button over here for me to edit the menu. And that's what we need. We have to take a look at the tabs. So I want to add a sub-tab, let's see, to the CILC website. And that's where that shows up right there. Let's see, I want it to be CILC. Let's see. .org. And I'm going to insert that. And that's where that comes up. So I've got Tanberg, a sub-tab CILC. And I want to add another sub-tab, LiveC. Okay, LiveC. And so this is going to be http://livec.org. And I'm going to insert that. And then let's say I want to add another sub-tab. So it's all popping up here, right under Tanberg. These are all my sub-tabs that are coming up. And Lansford.net. So let's insert those 3 under Tanberg. So the Lansford.net sub-tab would come up. Let's click on Technology in the Classroom. Nothing there yet. Tanberg, I have 3 sub-tabs that come up under Tanberg. And tab number 3, I could name this something else. Maybe I'll name it YouTube. And then maybe I would make some connections to my YouTube. Maybe my YouTube channel, or maybe the YouTube binder. Maybe I would connect it to that URL. And I can add as many tabs across here as I want, and just like I did with the Tanberg, I can add as many sub-tabs as I need to in that section. If you take a look through the different binders on the web, on this website, on this livebinders.com, you'll see that some of the sites have quite extensive sub-tabbing. So many sub-tabs under just one category, which at first it looked a little bit confusing to me, but once I see that they're all relevant to things that I'm interested in and things that I could directly use in the classroom, and things that are free, everything I found so far, then it didn't seem so confusing to me, and it made me more willing to want to just kind of try it out. You can insert different media, video, images, bookmarks. You can choose how the text is laid out, which would be this part here that you view. I have it set up to go to a site, but you can change it. And then the binder properties. So that's the piece we looked at a minute ago. Let's see, if I go back to my shelves, so it automatically saved it when I click to go back. If you look at some of these featured binders, you see they've got pictures on the front. So you can upload pictures and put them on the front of your binder, and I think it's really neat how they make the pictures even look just like a 3-ring binder. I think that helps make it look more like an actual binder and organized. And this is kind of neat because this is a Twitter feed, and it's showing what different people on Twitter are saying about Livebinders. So we had one from 5 hours ago, one from 53 minutes ago, but people are talking about it. One from 3 hours ago, great live binder teaching calculus. I mean, you can find them for really pretty much anything on here.